Okay, here I am trying to get a good shot of the cluster that's cluster that's in the trees in the daytime and at night. So this is a nice sunny afternoon. I'm gonna show where it is in the trees, and it is in the trees. Okay, so it's in that tree. There's a lot of clusters there. You can see all the white clusters. The tree's full of them. And that's the one that's glowing. You can see all the large clusters all next to each other right on that tree. It's just full of them. It's loaded. Back off so you can tell. There's some more over here. There's one that's glowing right there. And they glow really. There's another one that's glowing close to it. There's more there. All those trees are full. Look at all the clusters. Okay, this is nice and sunny daytime, and a good time to show them where they are. Okay, so they're right in the trees. Okay, and there's another one over here. That's a big one too, and it's glowing. You can see how many clusters there are. Look how big that is. Look how big that is. It goes all the way to the ground. All the way to the ground. Okay. Those are like sacks that contain a lot of clusters. They're huge sacks, and they're hanging them off of trees. And that's how they're breeding them. It's just like an insect if it hung a sac from a tree and then cocooned itself until it's time for its next transformation. So that's what these things are doing. Look at all of them. Those are all clusters. And these are huge. They're like 30 feet long, those sacs. So that's what's glowing at night. It's not street lights. It's not anybody out there that I sent out with a flashlight to make believe. It's all these entities. You can just see them moving. They're alive. And those trees are full of them. You can even see the organisms tending them. Those black organisms, they're tending those glowing clusters. It's like tending their eggs. And I'm not even going to bother to look at any more planes, because so far every one of them, at least a half a dozen, have been a hologram, each and every one. So every time I want to take a good shot of something else important, they start throwing up airplanes in the air, and they're not even real. But you can see those things just standing, those eggs. That's what those clusters are. They're like eggs. And those are the entities and organisms that are attending them, the black ones. You can see all the movement. You can see how they manipulate trees and wrap some kind of webbing around branches to support those sacs or clusters. And they're breeding right here on the ground, no doubt about it. Okay, that's a huge cluster. There's lots of them all over the place. That's the one that glows day and night from right there. And those large black organisms, I can't get a clear look at what they are, but they're some sort of insect type species. And they're not from Earth. And you can just see the way they move about. And there is no wind, so that's not the wind moving the branches or anything. That's them tying them up with some kind of thread. It's like a spider that uses silk thread to wind things, to wind it around things so they can pull it together tighter. So what they're doing is putting tree branches and tying them together to support those large sacs of embryos or eggs, whatever they may be. And that's where all the clusters are being produced. It's like a factory there. All those trees are full of them. I can even see them from here without the camera, because that's how large the sacs are. And I'm 2 kilometers away. I can see them very clearly without the camera. Okay, I'll just show you the whole tree, and you can see all around that tree before, right there in the front. Okay, there's more right there. That's a big one. It's another big one on that one. Look at all those clusters all over. They're just everywhere. Look at them all. You can see that they're moving. And those things are alive. And they're going to grow up to be huge insects. I've seen them 50 feet long. Okay, whenever they pretend that they're an airplane or a helicopter, they're 50 feet long at least when they mature. So these are not little things that you can just step on. They're going to be stepping on you. You can see that the woods are full of those things. It's like the woods are just teeming with them. And those black entities tend the white ones. There's somebody who turned my lighter on white. You can see them glowing, and this is daytime, bright and sunny. It doesn't get much more sunny around here. It hardly ever gets sunny lately. All we've had is this fog that you can't see 10 feet in front of you. And it's been going on all winter.